Oh, he's setting him up for the buckshot lariat. Oh, he flips over. Take that, Chris Jericho, you dick. Suck it, suck it, suck it.
Dude, what the hell are you doing? Are you playing with toys right now?
Console Kev. They're not toys, they're action figures. And how did you get in here?
You're not a child. You're a grown man. And you left your OBS open, so I just, fought through some firewalls and found my way in.
Hacker Man. He's the most powerful hacker of all time.
But I don't know what else to do. AEW Fight Forever is still 7 days away, and I don't want to wait any longer.
Listen here, brother. I know that you're excited for AEW Fight Forever. So am I. But there's got to be a better way. What if we just watched a bunch of footage of it together, talked about the game for a bit, and made it into some kind of YouTube video? Get an intro together right now.
Well, first I'd say something like, be sure to like and subscribe if you like this video. And then I'd say something like, AEW Fight Forever releases in 1 week, and AEW has been making sure that we all eat well with all the content they've been giving us to hype up this game. Some days we get 2 or 3 new videos within an hour. But just in case you've been living under a rock, you're in luck. If you're new to the channel, I'm Cactuar.
And I'm Console Kev.
And today we're talking about AEW Fight Forever and everything we know so far. Everything.
Everything.
AEW Fight Forever is a modern throwback to what are considered to be the greatest wrestling games of all time. The THQ Ukes era on the PS1, the Nintendo 64, the PlayStation 2, and the GameCube.
But not so much those Xbox games.
Yeah, well, we don't talk about those games. But this game feels like a modern take or a sequel to those games, with even the menus feeling familiar. To start us off, Exhibition has all your favorite match types listed: 1-on-1, 2-on-2, 3-way, 4-way, Casino Battle Royale.
The exploding barbed wire death match, which has either the great finish of boom explosions, death probably, or a bunch of sparklers going off and an incredible dud, which is just the best. Thank you for putting that in the game.
In my mind, the dud finish is the only real finish. They also have ladder matches and minigames that we'll get into later. Online is kind of obvious, we all know what that is. Custom is your creation suite. Road to Elite is your story mode, practically in the same spot it was in for the No Mercy menu. Challenges are also obvious, a lot of places to go and unlock cash here. And Shop makes a surprise return, being able to use in-game currency to unlock costumes, props, hardcore weapons, and more. No microtransactions found here.
What does the creation suite look like, though?
Well, unfortunately, not a lot is known right now. Being able to create your character there is pretty obvious, but we don't even know what that process looks like. All we have so far is this screenshot of a creator wrestler called Ass Spelunker to let us know what creator wrestlers could potentially even look like.
You just say ass splunker?
I didn't make it. Unfortunately, reports in the game are currently that the creation suite is going to be pretty limited, so there may not be a whole lot to talk about here, even once we have the game.
I do love creating characters in wrestling games, but it takes so much time away from the time I could be playing the game. As long as there's a decent roster in the game, I'm going to be happy.
As of this recording, we've already got 60 confirmed wrestlers on the roster, including Owen Hart, 2 Matt Hardys as a pre-order bonus, and FTR, Keith Lee, The Bunny, Hook, and Danhausen as DLC in the first season pass. It's also expected that we may have even more announced before the game even releases. So, who are you going to play as first?
Citizen my mind. Definitely going to have to go with Le Champion, Chris Jericho. I've been watching him since I was a kid. Going to keep playing as him in every wrestling game I ever get. Sounds like I got to continue the tradition. What about you?
I'm probably going to play as Hangman Page. I'm going to buckshot lariat everybody.
Do I smell a transition?
I have no idea what you're talking about, but let's talk about in-ring gameplay. Did you know that Orange Cassidy can put his hands in his pockets and actually wrestle that way?
Yeah, but did you know that you can ride a skateboard and hurt people by doing tricks? What?
A fucking skateboard?
Yes, a fucking skateboard. And that's just one of 40 confirmed weapons in this game.
It looks like the game also has special evades. Other wrestlers have backsteps and cartwheels to dodge attacks, but MJF begs off like a coward to evade, and then he can follow it up with a sneak attack to his opponents.
They've also added in a chain wrestling system for people that loved it in the 2K games. And you can do aerial moves off one wrestler, and then go on to another 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 wrestler.
And springboard Canadian destroyers, and spinning back fists, and throwing freaking super kick parties.
And there is an insane amount of blood in this game. I'm gonna kill a guy.
I'm gonna ignore that last part. Now, you know what I'm really excited for? The career mode. Now, this is just my opinion, but I've not really been the biggest fan of WWE 2K's story modes. It feels like in those modes, I have to tell the story where to go. I want a story to take me on a journey.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. I haven't really delved too much into the 2K story modes. They just don't seem to have the charm that the older games had. That could be nostalgia talking, but it's also one of those things where I want to play around with every mode in the game, but since there's going to be another game out next year, I want to screw around and have fun. And then before I know it, another career mode is going to come out. So I don't want to take the time to get invested into it, if that makes sense, which is kind of why I'm excited that this is a one-time release that they're going to keep updating as opposed to a yearly release. So I'm more excited for this.
Well, we know that career mode starts off with a text message from Tony Khan to join a battle royal at AEW's next pay-per-view. Depending on who you choose, the response options change, which is kind of a nice touch.
We also know that even if you suck at the game, the story will progress even if you lose.
It's me. I suck at the game. But honestly, some of my favorite storylines from No Mercy were from where you would lose a big match and then all of a sudden a new character would come in, or you would trigger a new event and there would be unlockables in those hidden stories just because you lost a match. Hopefully we get more of that.
I won't know. I don't plan on losing. Never lost the games in my life. Best game player in the world. No else I don't plan on losing? The home run derby minigame. I'm also a great baseball player, turns out.
You know, I think I'm actually more into the Penta Says minigame. It reminds me of Clefairy Says, the Clefairy minigame from Pokemon Stadium. And hey, if those get old, there are 13 other minigames you can play at launch and 4 more that are going to be included in the season pass. I'm looking forward to days where you and I both have off so that we can use that free time to just make money playing the crap out of the minigames. If the shop in this game is anything like the one in No Mercy, I'm going to try to buy everything as soon as possible.
What's even in the store?
I think my favorite items in the store are the alternate attires you can unlock, including heel versions of the Young Bucks, which includes Nick Jackson's famous Hulk Hogan style mustache. But there's also arena parts. Looks like there's going to be moves that you can buy in there. Mini games. Possibly even new characters. They haven't really said. We've only gotten kind of a glimpse into the shop. But in previous games from THQ Ukes, you could buy all of those things. We don't really know what's going to be in there, but the potential is very exciting.
I'm curious to see what shows up in that attire store, and whatever's in there, it's going to be easy to get because I'm going to be playing this on my Steam Deck.
Oh shit! I forgot that this is Steam Deck compatible.
That's right, BTE even showed the Young Bucks playing it on a Steam Deck to confirm it.
Well, I guess I know where I'm picking it up first. Now, we've spent a lot of time talking about the things that are great about the game, but surely it's not perfect.
Is any game really perfect other than Legend of Dragoon, or Dragon Quest XI, or Gunfire Reborn, or Dead Cells?
Well, now that you mention it, I do remember there being a lot of teeth with Sammy Guevara and Jungle Boy, Darby Allin, MJF during the Four Pillars match preview. It's like they don't have enough lips cover them up.
I've also seen a video of Statlander morphing through the ladder instead of climbing it, which is definitely unorthodox, but you know what? She is from outer space, so who knows? Maybe that's just how she does it.
You don't morph through ladders? Your loss, I guess. The only other thing that really bothered me, and this is a pretty minor thing, and maybe it's just me, but I don't really like the manual pyros during the entrances. Wrestling companies have production teams for that. I don't want to be my own production team. I just want it to automatically happen when I set it up.
I personally love to set off the pyro myself. Whatever it was in the WWE games, I don't know if it was the loading times or something, but like there would be like a second off sometimes when the pyro would go, and just felt off to me. And now I can time it to whenever I'm ready. I personally like that idea.
Well, you know what, Kev? I think that we have officially gone through everything that we know about AEW Fight Forever so far. Are you going to be streaming this game when it comes out next week?
I'm definitely going to be streaming this game probably the day after it comes out, because it comes out on a Thursday, which is weird. I have work the next day. So probably Friday night into Saturday, I'm going to be playing a bunch of AEW Fight Forever on twitch.tv/consolekev. My schedule's a mess. I don't know. Hey, why don't you just go follow it now? That way you know. Easy. Turn that little bell on. I just did all the work for you.
And I will be making Fight Forever content on both YouTube and Twitch. Probably throwing stuff up on TikTok as well. All of those links will be down below. Now let's talk about the giveaway. I'm going to be giving away a $20 gift card to whatever platform of your choice to help pay for either this game or any other game that you might want. All you have to do is just comment down below with what you think of the game or something in this background. If you're commenting on the background, try not to be too obvious about it. Just throw it in a comment somewhere. I will pick a winner at the end of the month, and I will actually comment on your comment to let you know to reach out to me on Twitter, and we'll arrange the gift card then. If you like this video, make sure to sweet those like and subscribe buttons. Throw one up on your way out, and I will see you next time.